Hello, everyone, and welcome to my digital dojo. I, of course, am Merlin Sensei, and thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Recently, a few of my friends and I have gotten into the One Piece trading card game, and I actually just recently went to my first tournament. Had a great time and lost many matches, but it was still a heck of a lot of fun. So to kind of celebrate getting into a new game and everything like that, I picked up a box of Romance Dawn, which is the first set in the One Piece card game. They are currently up to set 3. Set 2 is known as Paramount War, and set 3 that recently released is called uh, Pillars of Pillars of Strength. I almost said Pillars of Justice. It's like, no, that's wrong. Pillars of Strength. And there's a couple new starter decks that are going to be coming out in the month of August. So go ahead and look forward to me taking a look at those at some point in time. Um, so, without further ado, let's go ahead and open up this box and hopefully we get some goodies. Honestly, I need to sharpen my knife one of these days. It's starting to get just the tiniest bit dull, and a dull knife is an unsafe knife. So we're going to go ahead and go through these one pack at a time, as you see many other people do. We have our Romance Dawn promotion pack, which has one promo card in it, and we will go ahead and go through that one last. The unfortunate thing about set 3, Pillars of Strength, is for some reason Bandai has chosen not to do promo packs anymore. So you don't see this super sexy white promo pack in the set 3 boxes. Now, whether or not they're going to bring it back in set 4, who knows? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I am very bad at opening packs, um, as you'll soon be able to see. So, honestly, nobody cares about a lot of the stuff in the front, so we're not even going to take a look at those. I mean, there are a lot of commons and uncommons and stuff like that, but does anybody here honestly come for commons and uncommons? I'm going to go ahead and say the answer is no. So, of course, you're going to get one Doan card, and of course, in a box, there is going to be a special edition foil Doan card that has, something to do with the set or a really cool scene or something like that. So, we'll put that off to the side, and then we'll go ahead and take these two cards, which are going to be our best cards, more than likely. Take a look. We have Blue Gecko Moria, which is just a normal foil rare. And we have Red Uta, which is also a foil rare. So we'll go ahead and put those off to the side. And just in case you care, blah, 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 and blah. See, just commons and uncommons for y'all. Let's go ahead and go on to pack 2. So, personally, what I'm looking for in uh, pack 1, or OP01, as it's known for One Piece set 1, the highest value card is basically colloquially known as Manga Shanks, which is an alternate art version of Red Haired Shanks with like a manga background. It looks really cool. That's worth approximately $700, I think, last I checked. But I'm also looking for a couple of super rares for my collection and my decks, such as Roronoa Zoro, that has the rush ability, and the green Trafalgar Law that is in this. There's a lot of other stuff that I'll obviously take, but those are kind of the big ones that I'm looking for. Bartholomew Kuma and Queen. Both of these are just regular foil rares. And we'll go ahead and take a look again. Blah, 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 blah. See, a lot of commons and uncommons. Do you guys want to see the commons and uncommons? Be honest with me. Go ahead and let me know, and maybe I'll show them off next time. Maybe for very new sets, I'll show them off. You know what I mean? Like sets that just came out. Who knows? So we've got our Dome card again. 2 cards off the back. We'll go ahead and put our commons and uncommons to the side. Boom. We have Denjiro, which is just a foil rare, and ooh, our first super rare, Dracul Mihawk. I only have one of this version of Dracul Mihawk, so it's nice to go ahead and get a card that I would very much like for my collection. So we'll go ahead and put that down in technically a separate pile. As you can see just right over here, super rares. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and pop the next pack open. Since this is the first set, this is only going to have the base starting colors for the game, which means we're only going to see red cards, green cards, blue cards, and purple cards. The second set, Paramount War, introduced the black color set, which had a lot to do with the Navy. And that's actually getting shaken up a little bit with the upcoming Luffy starter deck, which is going to be black color based. And then OP03, Pillars of Strength, introduced the yellow color set, which has a heck of a lot to do with like Big Ma, which is cool. Got our Dome card, 2 off the back. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have Usopp and Crocodile. This is another super rare. I only have 2 of this Crocodile, but I really like this one. I run a Nami deck, which in OP03, the leader Nami has an alternate win condition where if you deck yourself out, you win the game. And the reason why I play 1 of these Crocodiles in there is because he's a 7-drop, which is kind of expensive, but if you put a Don on him, it gives all your blue events in your hand -1 cost. So a lot of my cards in that deck are counters to protect my life, and are fairly low cost in general, like 2s and 1s, so making them even lower cost is amazing. So, good pickup there. Let's go ahead and get another pack open. I hope you all can hear me okay. I've got my setup rearranged a little bit. I'm using a new camera, as you can see. My microphone is slightly further away from me than I would like. Let me go ahead and just crank that up a little bit. Hopefully that works. Hello. Dome card. 2 cards off the back. We got a pile of commons and uncommons. Now, my set of commons and uncommons is pretty much finished for Romance Dawn, but that just means that my good friend Marvin, aka Gaius, aka Gyrus, aka Applesauce, aka Mo Guns, is going to be getting a lot of my commons and uncommons. So he's happy about that, and it's like, sure, you know, because he's one of the ones that got into the game with me because we're big One Piece fans. Nico Robin. Punk Gibson, probably one of the best green cards in the game, because it's got a decent trigger where if it's in your life points and you take damage, you can trigger its bottom ability here, which is rest up to one of your opponent's characters, which is good because it helps prevent an attack incoming on you, but also for the cost of 2, one of your leaders or characters gets plus 4,000 power during the battle, and then you can rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. So that's just, I'll protect myself as you're attacking me, as well as that other guy you were planning on attacking me with can't. So, really good card there. Considering Romance Dawn has been out for a while, I probably won't expound upon why certain cards are or are not good, just because I'm going to assume that you guys already know, for the most part, what's good and what's not from the first set. But maybe I'll go ahead and just give you my personal takes on certain cards that I pull and like, or something like that. So, this is a Doan card, but of course you can see we've got the one-piece backing, so this might be our special edition Doan. In fact, I think it probably is. And there you go. We've got a nice full-color Doan card with Luffy there, of course, proclaiming, look out world, here I come. I'm going to become the king of the pirates, as Luffy does. So, well, as he says, not as he becomes king of the pirates, because, spoiler, the series not done yet, so he isn't king of the pirates as of yet. 2 cards off the back. We've got Jimbei, and we've got Ulti. So 2 good foil rares there. Another reason why I picked up another box of Romance Dawn, it has probably the most cards I'm looking for right now. With the exception of maybe Paramount War, having some more Navy cards like Borsalino and Kuzan and stuff like that. But this has, the for what was available from my local shop, there's our Doan card, had the cards, had this box available, and it has cards that I'm looking for. Sorry, I can't speak today. Let's take a look. We've got Beppo. Ooh. Alternate art Ulti. And obviously it's alternate art, because if you look, we just pulled the regular art before. So that's kind of cool. I haven't checked the prices on alternate art Ulti. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Just place it right there so you guys can kind of get an okay look at it. I know I don't have the best camera, and I apologize for that, but I'm kind of not necessarily a wealthy person. So this is the best I can do, and I'm sorry. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and follow me on YouTube. Follow me on, or follow and subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch and stuff like that. And just following me those ways is a big help. Yeah. It's just, that would be cool. Alright, full art Ulti. That's a $10 parallel. Or alternate art parallel. So that's not the worst thing ever. It's not one of the highest card prices in the set. So at the end, I'll hopefully be able to tell you whether or not I kind of made my money back or not. So even though technically that's a regular foil rare, I put it in with the super rares because it's alternate art. Who doesn't like alternate art, right? There's also a small chance, depending on what my buddy Kelvin decides to keep running, I might be able to trade this for a card I want of equal value. Alright, so we've got our Doan card. Doan. Okay, that's a leader card. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that too, because there's a small chance it's an alternate art leader, and some of those are worth buku bucks, which would be cool. I'll put our commons and uncommons over there. I'm looking forward to the next set, which, as far as a lot of us know, is going to be called Kingdoms of Intrigue. That's going to start including characters like Sabo and such. But what I'm really looking forward to is, it looks like it's going to have characters from Water 7, so I might be able to run a full-on Water 7 deck that might actually be okay, because right now, purple Water 7 is not great. But we're going to get Tom-san, Do it with a don. Live with a don in your heart. Yokozuna, and hopefully a badass Frankie. So, it's just regular leader Kozuki Odin, which is fine, no big deal. It's going to go to Marvin, Mo Guns, you know. Page 1, and X Drake. Alright, let's go ahead and go into the next pack. Why don't you guys tell me in the comments below some of the decks you're all running, and maybe some of your favorite cards, your favorite set. Hell, tell me your favorite character from the series. Personally, for me, I love Frankie, except for I think they ruined his look with the time skip, and that makes me kind of sad. But I like Usopp well enough, but I really like Sogeking. Yeah, Brooks is awesome. Like, there's a lot of cool characters. Miss All Sunday. Hey, Trafalgar Law. I needed some more of these. He's a super rare. I was really hoping to pull at least one more of these, which really helps out. I need 3 more for my red-green deck that's using Law as a leader. And so this gives me 2 in that deck, so I'm only down 2. And that ulti I was talking about trading to Kelvin may get me 1 more if I'm lucky. Maybe not, though, because Kelvin is also still kind of deciding what he wants to run. So we'll kind of see what happens there. You know what I mean? Bop. Got a Doan card. 2. Oh, and another leader. So we'll go ahead and take a look to see if that's anything good. I'm trying to think what some of the good leaders from the first set were. If this was like Red Zoro alternate art, that'd be crazy. Nope, it's King. So we'll go ahead and put him in the pile. We've got Thunder Bagua and Don Quixote do Flamingo. So those are going to go ahead and go in our rare pile. Next pack. So if I remember correctly, talking to one of my local store owners, Jarrett, over at Symphony Games in Ohio. I don't live necessarily right around the corner, so I think it's okay to say that. Plus, Symphony Games is a great place. Love to go there and play games. I believe he said that you should get 3 alternate arts per box. But I don't know if that's confirmed or not. I mean, we've already pulled 1 with the ulti. So there's a couple of things that would be nice to pull that are super high value. The full art Nami from this set is like $140, I think. We've got Gum Gum Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk. And we've got regular art Nami, not the full art. Still decent stuff. Let's go ahead and go on to another pack. I try and squish them down as best I can and then squish them to the side because the packs have this little pull tab, as you kind of see me try and utilize, but it doesn't always work. I wish that they could do a horizontal pull tab, would be nice, rather than a vertical one. So, of course, we've got our Doan. Oh, hold on a second. This is a leader. And it's taking up our rare slot, though. Or it's taking up a rare slot. So we might have an alternate art leader here. Yeah, baby. We'll go ahead and take 3 cards just to be safe. Off the top there. Or off the bottom there, sorry. And let's take a look. Huapao. Nope, that's just Ashura Doji, who's just an uncommon. Nobody really cares. So first, we've got Okiku. And let's hope for Zoro, because I think that's the most expensive one. Ooh, that's pretty nice, though. We got Monkey D. Luffy in red and green alternate art. That's pretty sex. Let's go ahead and check what the value on that is, if y'all are okay with that. Monkey D. Luffy. Red, green. That is a $70 card, pretty much. So $70 for that alt art leader. And then we've got $10 from our ulti. Trafalgar Law is $10. So that's $90 so far, which is pretty heckin' good. It hasn't paid for the box yet, but we're getting pretty close. We've only got a deficit of $30 to finish paying off to make this box worth it. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and flip. We've got Ardone, 2 cards off the bottom. All right, let's go ahead and look. Wapow! We've got ourselves another Beppo and Kaido, which is another super rare. He's not too expensive, unfortunately. He's pretty decent as a card goes, I think, if you're running purple, and usually purple Kaido. Kelvin, I know, has been kind of goofing with it, but we'll go ahead and see what happens. Again, I think I actually might need that one for my set, because I like to collect 4-ofs, just in case, like, something new comes out for the game, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden this card is ridiculously broken, or something like that. Because a lot of the blue cards in set 2, well, not a lot of the blue cards in set 2, but some of the blue cards in set 2 became pretty useful for the Nami discard deck. So we've got our Dome. Let's go ahead and check. We've got another leader, and I'm 90% sure it's not going to be an alter art leader, but we'll still go ahead and take a look at who we get, because leaders are just kind of fun. Huapow, we've got blue-purple crocodile, so that's pretty cool. We've got Black Maria, and another Punk Gibson. Not bad. I think I have my set of Punk Gibsons, but it's such a good card, and I might be able to trade it again for like something that I need for my set, or at least add it to a trade for stuff that I need. You know what I mean? I highly doubt I'm going to 1-for-1 anything with Punk Gibson, but it may be like a sweetener to the deal. It's like, oh, hey, Kelvin, I kind of want that Trafalgar Law you got. I've got an alt art ulti, and he'll throw in a Punk Gibson. It's like, ooh, okay, maybe. So we've got our Doan. We got 2 off the bottom. Our stack of commons and uncommons is growing exponentially. Schwa! Hey, there's a regular alt ulti. And Qua! Monkey D. Luffy himself. Super rare style. Not a terrible card. Probably not the best one I've ever seen. He's got decent effects. Where, you know, he's very true to his Rubberman persona. Because if you put 2 Doan on him, this character cannot be KO'd in battle by strike attribute characters. And strike attribute is what's listed up here at the top. This Luffy is actually strike. And on my main turn, once per turn, I can give this character up to 2 rested Doan cards, which is really nice, because I'll, you know, use 2 to pay for something, and then attach it to them, and, you know, que bueno. I'm not sure if I needed him for my set or not, but again, he's, you know, not a bad card in general. Not the best super rare I wanted to see. Would have loved to have seen another Trafalgar Law or a Rush Zoro, but, you know, we take what we can get. We got our Doan card here. 2 cards and a leader. Like I said, I just like showing off leaders because they can be pretty cool. Speaking of Roronoa Zoro, a lot of people have been using this Zoro as their leader, especially because if you attach a dome to him on your turn, all your characters gain 1,000 power. That's just good. So what do we got here? We got another page 1 and Nico Robin. Cool. Let's go ahead and head into another pack. If you want to go ahead and keep an eye on stuff on this channel, like I said, go ahead and follow and subscribe. You can also go ahead and follow me on Twitter. And I usually post if I'm going to go live on Twitch or something like that. And hopefully I'll be able to get into the habit of, not Twitter anymore. Follow me on X. And then I will zeet when I go live and stuff. So we've got our Doan card. Because I have some Battle Spirit Saga packs coming in. Boxes coming in. And I'll go ahead and pop those open for you guys if you want to go ahead and check them out. There we go. 3 off the bottom because we've got our 2 rares and a leader. Whapow! Trafalgar Law. This is the man that I'm trying to run. Activate during main turn, once per turn. Cost is 2, so you have to rest 2 Doan. If you have 5 characters, return one of your characters to the owner's hand, then play up to 1 character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand that is a different color than the returned character. So that could be pretty good if you've got like a blocker on field that you don't need or something like that, and then you can go ahead and replace like Tony Chopper blocker with Rush Zoro for the turn and just, you know, swipe at your opponent. So it's that kind of stuff. Or I don't know, you do all your swinging, and then you've still got 2 Doan open, so you go ahead and pay that 2 Doan to pop, to bring back the Zoro to your hand and put down the Tony Chopper blocker. You know what I mean? So, a lot of good stuff to do with Law. Kozuki Momonosuke, very good card for green. It would be a little bit better if it had a 2,000 counter, in my opinion. And Caesar Clown. 2 rares there. Starting to get a little bit deeper in the box. Go ahead and leave any comments that you think are important. Hey Merlin, your audio is shit. Hey Merlin, your camera is shit. I know, thank you. I'm trying to do what I can. You know what I mean? I'm just a guy trying to live his life and do the best he can and hopefully provide entertainment that can provide for myself one day. I'm starting to get things a little bit out of focus. Kapow! Hey, there's Monkey D. Luffy again. This time regular art. I don't think we hit regular art Luffy earlier. No, we didn't, because we hit that sweet, sweet parallel. Can you guys see that? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying my best. So, boom. We got Overheat, which is a very nice blue card. You see this a lot in, come on, there we go. In the Nami discard deck and stuff like that. Because it's a good way to gain some power and then return an active character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand. So you can go ahead and return your opponent's, or you can return your own, because some of them that are 3 or less that you may want to return are Mr. 1 Das Bones from OP02, because on play you get to get back a 1 cost blue event card, which could be good, or you can return Kaya to your hand, Kaya being from OP03, and her ability is on play, draw 2 and then discard 2. So Overheat, good card, and another Beppo. Lots of Beppos. Let's go ahead and pop open another pack. Dippy dippy. We got another leader. I like leaders. And especially for OP01, I know Mo Guns could use a lot of these, so that's cool. Don Quixote de Flamingo in blue. Sanji, which is a pretty good card for red. And Jack! Not exactly what I'm looking for, but that's okay. I'm not sure if we hit all of our SRs or not. I think we potentially have one more alter art that we could go ahead and hit because we had that parallel rare Monkey D. Luffy leader. We had that parallel rare ulti. So if we could hit like parallel rare Rush Zoro, that would be hot and sexy. I'm still fishing for at least one more Trafalgar Law would be cool. So we'll see what happens. We've got a Black Maria and Eustace Captain Kidd, or as a lot of people call him, Useless Captain Mid. Because he's always getting his ass kicked, it seems. But that's a super rare. Again, not exactly the best thing in the world to see. I don't think I actually have any of him, so it's good for the collection, at least. We'll go ahead and say that, huh? Alright, pop open another pack. Getting down to the bottom here, it looks like we only have 3 packs left after this one. So, who knows what we're going to go ahead and hit. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this as centered as I can for y'all. I'm bouncing around a little bit, though, so my camera's a little wonky wonker. We've got Shaboom, another overheat. Now, I think I only needed one more for my collection, so this is an extra one. So this is, again, maybe a sweetener for a trade or something like that. And Okiku. Not that great, but here we go. All right. 3 packs left, potentially one more alter art to go ahead and hit. The best case scenario would be to hit manga art Shanks, which would be Sex on the Beach. Hitting a full art Rush Zoro would be sexy. Full art Nami would be sexy. So there's a lot of options that could be really good, but we'll just see what we hit. Okay, we got another leader. I'm trying to think of who we haven't hit yet as far as leaders go. Kaido. That's somebody we haven't hit yet. Blue Purple Kaido. We've got Usopp. Could this be an alter art of Desex? Ha! Nope, just Miss All Sunday. Alright, 2 packs remaining. Like I said, we have the potential, I believe, for one more alter art, and that's if Jarrett is to be trusted as an authority, which I pretty much do. So we've got chances, I think, to see some good stuff. 2 off the bottom. All right, you guys ready? We've got X Drake and Nico Robin. All right, so if Jarrett is correct, and there should be 3 alter arts, because if we go ahead and take a look, I'm pretty sure this Captain Kidd is not an alter art. Monkey D. Luffy isn't. I don't think this Kaido is. This is definitely alter art. This is definitely alter art. So yeah, we've got one more alter art that we can go ahead and hit, I think. So last pack, and then we'll go ahead and hit our promotional card. Take a look. Okay, that was actually a pretty decent open right there. I'll also take another parallel art leader, would be cool. Parallel art leader? No. Alright, our last Dome card. 2 off the bottom. And like I said, maybe there isn't another alter art in here. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe Jarrett's mistaken. Who knows? Or maybe I missed an alter art that I didn't even know was an alter art. Go ahead and tell me in the comics. Merlin, you moron. The comics comments. Merlin, you idiot. Blah, blah, blah was an alter art. So we've got Black Maria. And King. think it is. So we've got, yeah, Alter Art Luffy, Alter Art Ulti. As far as I know, that's it. Maybe it's only 2 Ulti Arts in the older sets. And they upped it once they started introducing new colors. You got Black Maria, Drake, Robin, yeah, I'm 90% sure none of these are Ulti Art. Like I said, if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. But yeah, it is what it is. Got some good stuff though. And now we're on to our promotion pack, where we can pull one of a couple of different cards. So, available in this particular pack, there are 6 different types. There's Cavendish, Inuarashi, Neko Mamushi, Alvida, Perona, and Who's Who. I defied the odds when I bought 2 boxes from Symphony Games, from Jarrett, and I said, if I could pull 1 Perona, that would be really cool. And I pulled 1 Perona, because I like Perona as a character. And then I was like, what if I pulled a 2nd Perona? And I did. So, what if I pulled a 3rd Perona right here? Now, this is sealed. Like, you can see it's sealed, right? Like, I'm not, there's nothing here. So if I pull Perona, that's just some crazy talk. Probably won't be, but what if it was? What if it was? No, it's Who's Who. Interesting. There we go. Nice promotional Who's Who. And that is going to go ahead and do it for this box of OP01 One Piece Romance Dawn trading card game. From the looks of things, unfortunately, we did not quite make our money back, just from a cursory glance. Like I said, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But our big hits were Monkey D. Luffy for $70, Trafalgar Law for about 10 or 15. Then we also have our full art Ulti, which is about $10. So 70, 85, 95. At my local store, boxes of Romance Dawn were $120. So this wasn't too bad, honestly. I mean, if I really went through and checked out everything and nickel and dimed it and stuff like that, we probably evened out. But I pulled a Law for my decks. That's just a sweet-ass Luffy that I'm probably going to keep. And like I said, if I can trade this Ulti and maybe some Punk Gibsons or something for Trafalgar Law off of my friend Calvin, then I will be fairly happy. But that is probably... what do I mean? That is going to be it for this unboxing video. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I am going to try and do what I can to make these videos better. And the way that I can do that is if you guys, give me some information, leave me some comments. Maybe you know of a really good cheap camera that I can go ahead and get. That'll make these videos that much better. But until next time, I have been Merlin Sensei. You all have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Until next time, bye for now.